I'm very shocked to see cleaning staff in the rails of, and you'll see the live fish, like it's like visiting an aquarium, fresh. Hi, my name is Rachel. I come from America. So nice to meet you. I came to Korea in July of 2018. Well, I've been here, now it's May, so in 2 more months it'll be almost 2 years. Well, I was very excited to be in Korea. It was just very exciting to see all the people on the train, and I thought, how come they're not looking at me like I'm a different person? And they didn't care. So it was fine. Well, when I lived in America, I grew up in the suburbs, and then where I lived before I came to Korea, it was more of a farming community. Not really farming, but very rural. So life was very slow, very boring. Artist, and so there was not much to do in the arts, although it's a good place if you're an artist and you want to go for a quiet time to retreat and get your creativity. But living there was slow life, family life, very good to raise children, but as an artist I needed more. So compared to where I live now in Korea, lots of action, and here in Seoul where I am, lots of arts and culture. So very, very exciting and very motivating and inspiring. Today, I'm going to talk about things that I was a bit shocked about and very surprised about living in Korea over the past 2 years. The first thing I want to talk about is the public transportation. The subways and the buses are incredible. Every time I go into a subway station, and every subway station is, first of all, extremely clean. And there are bathrooms in every subway station which are also clean. There's paper available, there's soap, hand washing, sanitizer, everything is kept very clean. I'm very shocked to see cleaning staff in the rails of escalators and walls. The floors are shiny. Just the cleanliness is incredible. The system of the transportation, it boggles the mind how they created this. You've got levels of subways. You've got first level, second level that go underground, and it works perfectly. You can get anywhere you want to. So I don't feel like I'm missing anything out like a car, because in America I had to use a car. Everywhere I went, I couldn't last without a car. There weren't even taxis. So it's really comfortable just to know that I can just go anywhere. You sometimes have to transfer from one line to another line, and it's very, very well organized. There's arrows showing you which way to go, but sometimes the distance is quite far. And they have escalators, and you know, in an airport you have a moving floor. You have something like that. There's always an elevator available for handicapped people, which is something that's not readily available everywhere else in the world. If you have heavy suitcases, you can bring your bicycle. I've seen people with their bicycles on the subway. Big packages, you know, there are places for everything. It's really superb. I always wait till I get into the train because I can use the Wi-Fi system. The internet is always available, and actually it's kind of funny because everybody is glued to their telephones. I wonder what they're watching. Everybody's very occupied with their phones because the Wi-Fi is so readily available. That's one thing I really like about the subway. I can almost always be guaranteed a seat because, as you can see, I'm an older person. I'm actually 65, going to be 66 in 2 months. And there are special seats for the elderly and for pregnant people. So almost all the time, if it's not during rush hour or something like that, I will get a seat. I kind of feel a little guilty using it sometimes because maybe by age I'm 60, almost 66, but I feel like I'm 35, so feel a little guilty sometimes grabbing a seat there, but sometimes I'm tired, you know, I mean, after all, I am this age. So interesting is the restaurants. There are so many of them, tons of them. Everywhere you look, there's a restaurant of all different kinds. Some are fancy, some are more expensive, some are very reasonable, and a lot of Korean food. There's Japanese food, there's Italian food, it's American, hamburgers, my favorite, and you can get lots of different kinds of food. Also, you see, everything is very fresh. It was kind of shocking was to go through any restaurants that serve fish or seafood, and you'll see the live fish, like it's like visiting an aquarium. You'll see the live different kinds of seafood, fish, clams, shrimp, all sorts of those things outside, like in an aquarium in front of the restaurant. And I guess you can go and order, and what you order, they'll just go and scoop it out and cook it right there. So it's very fresh if that's your taste. And everything actually feels like home cooking. It's nothing that's prepared in advance. I think it seems like it's prepared on that day and sometimes at the moment. The other really cool thing is this grill kind of cuisine. They give you raw meat and you can cook it right there. You just put in as much as you want. There's also a grill, a platter that you can cook the grilled food on, the meat. You can get some vegetables, add the vegetables, and it's fresh. You cook it to your liking, to your taste, as much as you want it. Or well done, whatever you like. And it's delicious. Like going into your mom's, or your own kitchen and cooking, or going out to have a barbecue on your porch, which we would do in America. And it's the same thing, but it's in a restaurant. So the other thing that's really cool about the restaurants here, it's gonna come with side dishes. And these are different kinds of salads. Also like kimchi, of course. Kimchi is the Korean specialty. There's a lot of side dishes. You can get like 6 or 8 or side dishes coming with your meal, and you can get them refilled. If you want more of something, you just ask and they'll bring it to you. Other thing is the safety here. There's so much respect for people here. You feel safe everywhere you go at any time of day or night. I have some maybe leftover kind of fear from living in the city, in the Boston area, for example, where I was always looking over my shoulder and wondering, if I was going to be attacked. Even just that kind of feeling of distrust that you have in other countries, you don't have it here. If you see a bunch of people like congregated smoking, where I came from, you might think they were kind of thugs or bullies, or maybe they were going to make fun of you or something. It doesn't happen here. They're just regular people enjoying each other's company. If you need help, you can ask somebody. Usually they're a little timid about speaking English. But we have Google Translate, so that's helpful. I think that's a really, really important aspect of living in Korea, is the trust that you have of people. Nobody is suspect of doing anything bad to you. You just feel safe wherever you go. I mean, just living in Korea is a really great place. I highly recommend it. One thing I would just talk about a little bit, I think could use improvement, is an attitude towards foreigners. They're a little shy. They're not used to seeing so many or interacting with so many foreigners, so they're a little shy. And I think that once we get used to each other, that will be a little more comfortable for us and for them. It was really great. Those are the things that I really love to talk to you about Korea. So if you like this video, then like, subscribe, and comments below. Bye-bye.